A lot of consequences when you're hard on your sleeve. You give these people what they want and they gon' take what they need. You delivered all the messages they never received. Sitting here at 23, I know that they envy me. First year like I'm rookie.
Disappointment. Let's start this damn show.
All right,
oh shit. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to WIT Sports. I'm Jalen. Alongside me is Justin, my guy. Welcome back. I know you're in the middle of a monsoon over there. You can't win, bro.
Hey, bro, listen, if my Wi-Fi, if my connection is terrible, just know we had a whole nor'easter. It's been raining all day.
Yeah, just like the Jets. Trash. Wi-Fi trash.
We throwing shots already early.
Oh, yeah. We're not going to stay on football this episode. We just going to address it real quick. I just want to highlight some notable games. Let's start with that trash Jets game. I just want to be on here and publicly say that I'm still not walking back my take on Zach Wilson. I think he's good, but that organization is god-awful.
I mean, they are god-awful, for sure. But he still sucks, too. No.
We're not doing that. First of all, how do you come off a bye and look terrible? Like let's start with that. You come off a bye, y'all both have rookie quarterbacks, and then he gets hurt, and then y'all look still just as bad. So it's not a quarterback day. Y'all got waxed.
Gonna save the day. You know who's gonna save the day for them? Joe Flacco. He got traded for them. Look at that.
We back in there.
I bet you they win the first game with it.
Stop it. Get some help.
I bet you they probably who they play. I bet you they won't. I bet you they won't. They will. When you get waxed by a rebuilding Patriots by 50, it was 54 to what, 13 or something like that.
They got smacked.
I didn't even know the scoreboard could go that high in the NFL.
Yeah, bro, it was embarrassing.
The intern that was running the scoreboard that game was like, I don't know. We never get past 35. Like, bro, that was trash. Still on the Matt Nagy's trash bandwagon.
Please, let's get him out of here, bro.
Go ahead, defend. What you guys say about the Bears now? Because
I already told you, bro. Matt Nagy needs to go. That's just it. Like, nothing else. Justin Fields, when he has time to pass it, he does very well. When you give him a second, bro, he's getting sacked every other play. Like, you can't even blame nothing on him. That game was so bad. It had like 2 turnovers the first 5 minutes of the game. Fumble, interception, like back to back. And it's like, bro, you can't be mad at Justin Fields when your offensive line does not protect you. This is the first game I've ever seen where an offensive lineman got benched. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. An offensive lineman dead got benched. And that next play, I think they scored.
Yeah. I mean, and listen, I'm going to be on the coach's ass until something changes.
Because my thing is on the hot seat, bro. That seat is scorching.
Because my thing is like, bro, all right. Let's say, all right, cool, you benched the offensive lineman. But if you see these struggles, why aren't you making adjustments?
That's also my thing. Like, why aren't you making it easier for your quarterback? You know where your weaknesses are. Run plays away from such and such. Like, run the ball. Do something.
Right.
Like, you just letting this man potentially get hurt. And this is your franchise quarterback. It is disgusting, bro.
Like, run RPOs. Like, how much I hate when the Eagles run that all the time, but I'll get to their asses in a second too. But
you have to.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, run something, like, you know he's a threat with his legs. Do some design runs, let him make the options.
Do something that's gonna benefit him, bro.
Yeah, once you get a couple of runs in and make them stack the box, and you go over the top with a play action. It's not that hard. Like, why are you out here trying the first drive? I'm like, bro, you trying to make him throw the ball every time. Like, I get David Montgomery is not there, but y'all tell me y'all ain't got nobody else.
Nah, because that I was watching the game. His name's Khalil Herbert.
Yeah,
and he was doing well. So, like, run the ball, protect your quarterback.
Bro, even if he wasn't tough, bro, just run the ball anyway. Just make them be like, hey, we also got a running back, just so y'all know. Like,
right. You don't have to pass the ball 60 times a game.
Right.
Especially when the offensive linemen, they're cones.
Right.
So, come on.
And then the Philadelphia Eagles. All right.
you won't start. Listen, let me get this off my chest. Jalen Hurts, I'm not gonna trash him, even though I don't think he's that good. He's an average quarterback at best. His numbers are gonna say that he's very good because he's getting the typical Dak Prescott numbers where they're down big, and then the last quarter he wants to try to kick up and do something. It means nothing at the end of the day because all these numbers that he has are ending in losses. We have 2-4, 2-5. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, he's still scrambling when he doesn't need to. He's not hitting people. He's not passing the ball accurately. Like it's just I don't know. I'm very fed up with him, but there's also Nick Sirianni because he can't play like it's a terrible play caller, bro. Run the ball. Same thing with the Bears, bro. Run the ball. Like you have his quarterback. You have Miles Sanders. I know he got hurt, but you have Miles Sanders. There's no reason why he's averaging like what less than 10 carries a game. That's disgusting.
It was like 7 before they walked in. Before they got there,
bro. I saw a stat where they said he's like the 42nd leading rusher. Bro, there's how many teams use 42nd? You're behind backups and you're a starter. There's a problem. The defense is I can't really complain because I really can't complain because they're getting the ball every 5 minutes. The offense is not going anywhere. So I mean, on top of the fact that they're a little bit suspect, they're also on the field 90% of the game.
Chip Kelly effect. Remember when we used to have his offense and when we would get 3 and outs and under like 5 seconds, they'd be like, damn, we back on this field.
They didn't even get a water break.
Right.
Like nothing.
My man just took his helmet off. He's like, dang, we gotta go back again. Dang. So I wasn't everything you said is factual. I agree with you. Jalen Hurts is a poor man's Dak Prescott. I think if you get the right tools around him, he could be a very serviceable quarterback. But I'm not here for him. I'm not even here for Nick Sirianni. I am back on my bandwagon, and I've been saying this since last season. I'm back on my back. Somebody get Howie out of here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Listen. Again, y'all are not about to just let this man walk. Because, again, the 2 people you just complained about, he's the reason they're there. He put them there. Mm-hmm. Y'all are not finna let this man get off another season. I will get back on Twitter and start a whole hashtag campaign.
We gotta start something because Howie's been just trash.
I always love this stat. Your only Pro Bowler since you've been a GM has been Carson Wentz. You've been there for a long time, Howie.
A long ass time.
You have in the last couple of years, you had a lot of power. So all these moves, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
Nothing.
So how easy it is, but that's go back to my Zach Wilson point. Like how easy it is to always throw the head coach and the quarterback under the bus. Mm-hmm. They only can do what they're given. It's only so because here's the thing. Every now and then you're going to get a Tom Brady level quarterback. You're going to get a LeBron James in basketball, whatever. But only one team is going to get that once in a lifetime generational talent, So these GMs need to stop acting like they just drafted that once in a lifetime generational talent and actually do their job and build teams. These are team sports. We have seen in the past, you don't need a superstar to win.
Yep.
Now, if you have one, that helps. But I don't see no Tom Brady's out there anytime soon.
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like the NFL is they do this way too often where they're too reliant on drafting that quarterback and the rest will fix itself. Where that's clearly not the case. The Jets are a perfect example of that. They feel like they got their quarterback, Sam Darnold. Cool. They don't got receivers. They have Le'Veon Bell, whatever they think they can make something happen. Nothing happens. Okay. And now you draft Zach Wilson. It's the same situation that Sam Darnold was in. Same coaching staff, same GM, same owners. There's no real changes. And in the NFL, you need offense. You need people to protect your quarterback with that. You need a culture. And so yeah, like with that being said, I understand what you're saying. Howie definitely needs to. This for me could be his last year. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because we're gonna end up with maybe 3 top 10 draft picks. And hopefully he hits 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3.
But that's my point though. Like, here's the thing: if his track record showed he was good at drafting people, you would not hear a word from me. I'd be like, oh, he's a wizard. He's just gonna build up a new Super Bowl team, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's be 100% honest. That Super Bowl team, what we won, you are lucky that freaking people like Alshon Jeffries was playing for a contract, so he gave it his all. You're lucky that you were able to get a LeGarrette Blount and a Jay Ajayi off of free agency.
Yep.
You were very lucky that Nick Foles turned out to be what he was during that last run because he played better than any quarterback you probably ever. That was the craziest stretch. He came and recreate
that 6 maybe 8 weeks of him.
Yeah, the first week he played, he was god awful, and then after that he was untouchable. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't. What that was just one of those. That was a once in a lifetime. Hey, like, we're the underdogs, but we have the pieces. You had Malcolm Jenkins controlling the secondary. Fletcher Cox was playing the best.
Absolutely, that's the definition of lightning in a bottle type of
right.
moment.
And that's what I'm saying. You had Malcolm Jenkins playing the best football he's ever played as a secondary player. Fletcher Cox was unstoppable that year. Like, cool. That was 2018. Like,
yeah.
Like, having
where are we?
Exactly. Making bad draft picks.
Haven't improved.
Because
it's just so sad.
Because what people tend to forget, a lot of those players that we won that year, were a lot of them were taken from free agency, not draft. The only homegrown players out there was
Carson Wentz, really,
and he was on the bench.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
And Zach Ertz. I'll give you Zach Ertz, who is now on the Cardinals. So there you go. So, like, and obviously there's probably other players, but I'm talking about impactful players that I'm trying to think of. I think Fletcher is one, but even it, like, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I just want us as a community, as a sports fan community, to let's pump the brakes on the quarterbacks, because the quarterbacks have to hear it from a coach. Now, again, if next year, I always say give the quarterback to their junior year. Because, freshman year, you're trying to figure it out. Sophomore year, everyone has a sophomore slump.
Yeah.
But junior year, if you don't got it together, all right, kill it.
Then you're a bust. Yeah,
you're a bust. Go ahead. Like, because even when I look at, like, people like Jalen Hurts, oh, he's not accurate, blah, blah, blah. Cool. He really didn't even have a freshman year because he came in the last 4 games when it didn't matter. To me, this is his real freshman year.
This is his real first year, right?
Even if you call it his sophomore slump, cool. You know what he needs to fix. Let's pump the brakes. If he comes back better, cool. You might got something. Because if he becomes a Dak Prescott, we see what he's doing right now. That's not bad. Now, same with Zach Wilson, this is his freshman year. He is a product of his environment.
Trash environment, bro.
Like,
trash environment.
But again, now with these coaches, shorter leash. You're calling the X's and O's. It's one thing if one part of your football team looks bad. If all 3 phases look bad, I'm looking at you like, you're really caught short.
I don't know if the Jets can look at one area of their game and be like, "Oh yeah, we did a good job."
But that's
the problem.
And that's a lot of teams. But that's a lot of teams too, where I'm like, okay, maybe you only give the coach maybe 1 or 2 years to figure it out instead of giving them 3 to 4 like you normally do. GMs, same thing. Stop giving them 8, 9 years to try to figure it out. Like, oh, we need to grow. Nah, bro, because that's what free agency is for. I'm gonna give you this 4-year window. If you made a lot of questionable picks and trades and stuff, I'm looking at you like, Like, I
Gotta
don't know,
go. Yep,
this might not
next.
be it. That's just like if you're riding in the car, if someone makes three questionable lefts, you going to be like, yo, bro,
Yeah,
pull over.
next.
You know what I'm
Yep, I
saying?
got it. Take the wheel. Somebody else. Yep.
So, man, listen, other than that, there were other great games. That Bengal Ravens game. Thank you for that was a big game. Yeah. It was a good game towards the end, but like Jamar Chase is a problem.
That
Joe Burrow
man,
is a problem.
listen, I don't know. The Bengals staff in terms of scouting receivers has to be the best in history. Has to be. You draft Ocho Cinco, you draft AJ Green, you draft Jamar Chase. That's wild.
It's some season old.
That is wild.
That staff is like a season of like old people that probably got like back in my day. I'm gonna tell you how a good receiver is.
Whoever is on their scouting team deserves a raise.
Well, first of all, shout out to them for giving their young quarterback his favorite weapon. Like that was
honestly, yeah.
Like,
yep.
Maybe we should all probably start doing that. Genius. just saying, genius. And now they're about to. Weapon. We always usually have a QB like wide receiver duo. We used to always have that. Mm-hmm. They're going to be the next like big duo like that.
I mean, they're already there with the stats. They're already there, and they're their first and second year. Like, didn't even finish his first year. So
yeah. So technically, to me, this is his first year. Like
this is his first. This is scary. The numbers are putting up is scary. They're 5-2. They just beat the Ravens, who were rolling. Yeah. Like the Ravens just destroyed the Chargers, and the Chargers was amazing too. So it's like, hey, but you beat the Ravens 41-17. That is scary. They're the best in that division. That is scary.
So I am gonna. This is the first time I've ever done this on the show. I am going to walk back my take on the Browns making the Super Bowl. I feel like there should be a clause because my man Baker Mayfield is out for a couple of weeks. I was so listen, bro.
Just take your L. That's all. Just take your L.
Bro, I'm coming back with a different hot take. That shouldn't count, bro. Because like, listen, my man was playing with a torn humerus and
whatever
broken rotator cuff and. I don't know. He might got other stuff. My man got one
back
rib.
Soon, but geez, yeah, he'll be back soon. But you got who's the quarterback for them right now?
Case Keenum. That should automatically be like a bro. All right,
yeah. So Browns maybe next year.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, maybe next year.
So Joe Burrow for MVP. Let's go with that hot take.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
This guy.
All right, listen, I don't, bro. All right, forget about football, bro. Let's move on, bro. It is NBA.
NBA is back. Let's get it.
It felt like it. Shout out to the Bucks because no one talked about them all summer, but you know that's so disrespectful, bro. Back. Like,
absolutely.
Listen, when LeBron won, we talked about him all summer. The Bucks won, we ain't hear
every day. We talked about the Bucks for a week. And then it was okay. What's up with the Nets again? Like that's really how it went. It's the disrespect.
Hey, listen though, when they played them Nets though on opening night, the Bucks was like, all right. They said, okay, y'all don't want to talk about us. Mm-hmm. They said KD's who? Number 2 and who? All right.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. Giannis coming with a vengeance. He's coming in hungry, which is crazy. Like I haven't really seen a player do this where off the rip, I just won a title. Okay, it's in the past. Like it's whatever.
But see, here's the thing, which is going to make him very, very dangerous. Giannis was always had that whole kind of like LeBron when he first played was like, oh, he's great, but he can't win in the big moments. He finally won in the big moment, and Giannis always had that engine anyway. So it's like, yo, now I won. So what are y'all going to say now? Now I'm about to just put this, I'm about to put this 35, 10, and 8 on your head.
His confidence is through the roof. You see he got a little pull-up now.
Yep.
Yo, if Giannis has a consistent pull-up, if he's shooting 35% from the 3, he's unstoppable.
Bro.
Like, unstoppable.
Bro. His shoes was ugly and I was about to buy them just because. Just because I love the confidence.
Giannis, you gotta work on the shoes. You gotta work on the shoes. But hey,
the all black Giannis, the all black ones are fire though. I ain't gonna hold you though. I would wear them because I'm gonna wear them with the confidence that you go on the court every night.
Right. Yeah.
Listen, if I get the right outfit together, boy. Listen, but we are what, like some teams are about 4 games in, some teams are like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But it's been good
about that time.
It's been good back. We already had a double overtime game. It's been some good basketball. We got a lot of posters. Joking. Listen, yo.
What team I'm repping right now?
Hey, listen, I don't care. Listen,
market
him. Market him. Put your boy on the poster.
Hey, bro, what are the listen, talk about it?
Yo, listen, if this video don't get ripped down, I'm gonna put a video of it up, and I hope everybody go see it. Now I'm gonna put a link in the description below. But nah, bro. But honestly, what you've seen so far, I know it's early. We're not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, this team is making the finals," blah 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 blah. But what you've seen so far, now obviously injuries could change stuff and stuff, all that crap. But right now, who are you most impressed with, team wise, and who are you least impressed with?
I'm gonna give you least impressed with first. And I'm probably gonna say the Pelicans. I know Zion's hurt, and I know it's a new coaching staff. Yes, and he's fat, but I know Zion's hurt, and I know Willie Green's first year coach. Cool. But the real issue is there's still no direction there. They still need to figure out what they're doing. Everybody has high expectations for them, or at least to try to make the playoffs, but it looks like again this year they're not gonna go anywhere. They will probably be another lottery pick, and that is disappointing. Brandon Ingram's going to get his buckets. I don't know if he's the type of player that his buckets will lead to wins, and that's the issue. That's a matter of coaching. To me, that whole team is just very stagnant, very one-on-one. Here's the ball, do something. It's not working for them. They need to do better. I know, like I said, this is all. Hopefully, when Zion come back, they can try to figure something out. But even still, like you should be able to stay somewhat afloat.
Yeah.
And that's just not happening right now. Most impressed with, we gotta go with the Bulls.
Oh, now you want to go with the Bulls? Okay. Okay. What happened to? It's just preseason. Yeah. Okay.
No. They've I've seen a couple games. I'm not on the hype train just yet. However, they look good. Caruso, the whole squad, they just look good. Hopefully they can get coached up very well. They're gonna end up like a 5 or 6 seed though. Like I have high aspirations for them. They're probably gonna lose the first round, but that's whatever. But they will be a scary team.
Yeah, bro, I try to tell you about them Bulls. Listen, they built different. You was like, oh, just a preseason out. So, all right.
I had to see it first.
Wait to that tip-off, Doc.
Hey, they doing that.
To me, I'm going to go because, people probably already know I'm going to pick the Bulls anyway, but so I'm going to go a different way with it, but you know how I feel. I was with the Bulls in preseason. Listen, when I saw DeMar DeRozan get his knees back, I was like, oh, it's about to go down.
Yeah, that boy looks springy.
Listen, he got a little hang time, and he was like, all right, got me bounce back. He's like little Bow Wow, like Mike.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Hornets because they were very entertaining last year, but they were just entertaining. This year, they look like a team. Now, again, I know it's early, but I mean, they played against my Boston Celtics. They took us to double overtime, and they was hooping. They was hooping. Yep. Like, LaMelo, All-Star.
We'll go back to later.
Yeah, All-Star 2022. You already know. I'm going to ride that train until he finally makes it. But even like Miles Bridges and like even the younger guys now they're playing like, okay, this is not just for fun and games. We're playing because we're trying to win. And it kind of makes me happy to see that, after all these years, these young players are finally becoming something. Like Michael Jordan finally got his squad.
He finally got a draft pick or two right.
Yeah.
Finally, bro.
Like he don't gotta lace up his sneakers no more and threaten to come out there because they've been so bad. Like I just hope that all these guys stay healthy because that's what happened to them last year. A lot of the injuries happened. And again, we'll see how the season turns, but I like what I see from them, like because they're playing with teams.
They're playing well. Yep.
Honorable mentions the Knicks, who are waxing the Sixers as of right now. As of right now, like that might change, but it might not. The Knicks look good too, even though two of their players who are playing well for them couldn't do shit for us, but it's whatever. Evan Fournier, whatever. You want to drop 32 with them? You want to drop 32 for them, but you ain't want to drop. You drop 32, maybe
16. Yeah,
right?
Like, I don't know, bro.
But I digress. I wish you nothing but the best. Shout out to Kemba. He's still one of my favorite players, so I'm not going to disrespect that man. He gave us his all. He's going to probably get hurt by in about 2-3 weeks. So
we'll give it till November.
Yeah, November. I'll give him December. I'll give him December. Yeah, he'll be on the Christmas game. That's when he'll go down. He don't like playing on national television. So, but honorable mentions. So my disappointing team, I would probably have to go with, as of right now, Phoenix. Only because you went to the NBA Finals and you haven't really been playing great basketball outside of that Lakers game. You had the Lakers game, but the other two, their losses weren't good losses, if that makes sense. Again, I get teams can click, whatever, but I don't know. Those two losses that they had looked like Phoenix Suns losses, not of old, not like the past, the 2021, 20 to 21 Suns that we saw in the finals putting up buckets.
Yeah. It's very early still, obviously.
Right.
I think there is something to the fact that DeAndre Ayton didn't get paid.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's affecting team's chemistry. Obviously, we're not in there, but there might be something to that.
And it's looking like, and that's what I'm saying, like, they look off. Like, they look like the team of last year when they played against the Lakers. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, we good. Like, had a good win. Chris Paul, got to talk, we about to hear we hungry, man, blah, blah, blah. Well, the last two games I watched, y'all ain't look hungry at all.
Y'all ain't look hungry at all.
Right. Y'all taking L's. And so, like, that's kind of, like, again, it's early. I don't want to be ESPN. I don't want to overreact.
Yeah, we don't do overreactions here.
But I will say, keep an eye on that. Because I don't know. Like, it's one thing to lose, but like when you're an NBA contender, you don't lose certain ways. Like, because most people have been like, oh, no, not the Lakers, blah, 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 the fight. Well, listen, they want to win. That's why they fight. I actually appreciate that more than anything.
And they old. The Lakers are Lakers. They're gonna get right.
Yeah, they're gonna heat up when they need to heat up. My issue with the Suns is it's a lot of young players, and I feel like with young players, it's not. I don't think they're at that point yet in their careers where they could be like, "Hey, let's turn it on for these 20 to 30 games. Win out 25 of these 30, and now we're in the playoffs." All of them on the Lakers, they all got 401ks. They about to, you know what I'm saying? They all got Bengay in their locker. Bro. Yeah, so they know, like, hey, everybody get your Bengay on. We about to go out for these 25 games and play hard type thing. Sure. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's one of the teams where I'm like, I'm kind of disappointed in so far. But again, it's only 4 or 5 games. Let's see what they do in the future. I'm shocked you ain't say your Detroit Pistons. Because boy, oh boy, they are not good.
Oh no, I'm not disappointed because Cade hasn't played yet. So he hasn't played a game. There's nothing they don't have them seen. Simple as that.
you gonna do that? So remember when I talked about earlier when you have that one LeBron player and that one Tom Brady?
No,
so Cade Cunningham.
I'm not Cade, not LeBron. Let's chill on that. But
right.
The Pistons. My view on the Pistons is, however good Cade plays, we don't expect nothing from the Pistons right now. and we all just want Cade to play and see how they look because he hasn't played. I have no opinions. Like simple,
bro. You know, I just want to mess with you, bro, because you got Josh Jackson out there starting. Like,
oh no, man! But hopefully, I think he come back from injury, come back from his ankle sometime this week.
Bro, that's all good, bro. So, like, if you want Josh Jackson as a starter out there, that's y'all business. Bro. I'm just saying, like he ain't never been the same since he cut his hair off. I'm just throwing that out there, like, and getting in fights. Like, first of all, you're not built like that, bro.
Yeah, he's not like that, bro. A lot of these players not like that. Like,
unless your last name is Morris, I don't think y'all built like that. Listen, I watched them on a video jump somebody, like they about that, like. But staying with the East though, because we like to do dumb stuff like this, give me your 8 that you see going into the playoffs. Just right now, we're gonna revisit it again during All-Star break and see how that.
You want it in order? You want it in order? Ready?
Yeah, give it to me in order.
I got you.
Yeah, let's be professional.
Let's make a little fun. I got the Bucks at the top.
Okay.
I got the Nets second.
Okay. So safe.
That third seed I'm gonna give to the Heat.
Okay.
The 4th seed I'm gonna give to the Hawks. The 5th seed I'm gonna give to the Knicks. I want that Hawks Knicks matchup again. That 6th seed is going to Chicago.
Okay.
Actually, let me switch that. I'm going to give the Sixers that 6th seed. Only because we don't know what's going on with Ben Simmons. And I'm just going to put that in the air right now, just so you know.
Okay.
I'm going off the assumption that he's not going to be with the team. And when he's not on the team, that the Sixers are not good. Me personally. So, 6 Sixers? 6 Sixers. We're going to do 7 Bulls. That's not playing tournament. That playing is going to be Bulls. It's going to be the Hornets. It's going to be the Celtics.
Are you doing playing teams? Sheesh.
Yeah, you gotta do 10 because come on. We gotta do it.
Gotta pick 10.
The Pacers gonna be in the playing teams and then playing 2. They're gonna be a 10th seed. So yeah, that's it right there.
Fair enough. For me, Bucks, obviously. I feel like they like a regular season, like got the formula down. Seed. Yeah, they got the formula down. 2, I would say the Heat. I think they're a lot better than what people give them credit. And I still think all the whole vaccine crap around the Nets will still be a distraction. And the Heat just look like a well-oiled machine. Like once they really get in stride.
That boy Tyler Hero is balling.
He told y'all stop playing with his name, yo.
Balling. I just wanted to say that. Shout out to Tyler Hero.
Yeah, like stop playing with. He said, "Stop playing with me, bro." Like he had a sophomore slump. It's okay. We just talked about it. This is the year where it counts, and he's balling right now. So I have the Heat 2. I have the Nets 3. Because again, we don't know what's going on with Ben, or I probably would have had the Sixers up there, probably around there. But I'm going off the base that assumption that they don't have Ben. So because of that, I have the Knicks at 4 because they actually look like a team. Like, listen, be my team, and they busting the Sixers trash. So that's two teams and 8 divisions right there. So I have them there at 4. At 5, I actually have the Sixers. Because I think they're still going to figure it out. I think they're still good enough to get a 5 spot because there's no stopping Joel Embiid. Because even watching these games, Joel is still putting up points. Like eventually these role players are going to play well enough to get you a couple of those games. And plus, when you play in the East, you get to play the Cleveland Cavaliers like 5 times. So, so you know what I mean? Like add that on there for that. Yeah. 6, I have the Hornets.
Okay.
So don't do that.
You
do that.
you just missing a team. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
Bro, you talking about the Hawks?
Absolutely.
Bro, I have them at 7. Only because here's why. Here's my reason why. And I'm a weirdo when it comes to this. Because, it's one of those times where I feel like John Collins is doing real good, whatever. Trey's doing real good, but they always get bit by an injury bug at some point.
So you're relying on the injury bug. Okay.
Yeah. Because
they had injury bug last year and they still ended up the 4th seed.
Yeah, so. but I also think their other teams are playing better now. Like, for instance, the Knicks are playing a lot better. The Knicks didn't figure it out towards the end of the season. The Hornets, you gotta remember, LaMelo went out the whole second half, and they also lost a lot of players. Mm-hmm. They lost Terry Rozier at the second half and all of them as well. Mm-hmm. I just feel like if they're healthy and now that they're starting to figure it out, it's not going to be as easy to get that spot. So that's why I have them there. And
okay.
You said that's fine. That's fine. We will see. We will see.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was that? 7?
7.
I have Chicago at 8 because God, man, they looking good right now.
You're too low on them, but go ahead.
Why are you such a hater, bro? Then I have Boston in the play-in tournament, and then I actually have Toronto in the play-in tournament.
Interesting.
Because I don't believe in Orlando. Don't believe in Cleveland. Indiana, I don't know.
Yeah.
And like you said, Detroit, it all depends on when Cade comes back. But if you don't come back to the middle of the season, then it's no, you know what I mean?
No, I mean, he'll be back this week, but.
Yeah, but it's one thing to be back. Are you really back though? Right. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing you gotta be back to collect your check. It's another thing to really be back though. I mean, you've been injured before. It's not the same to drive when you first come back, where you're like, all right, I got 20 games on my belt. Let me drive to the hoop. I know they can't stop me. So that's mine. But again, this is the beginning of the season, and I'm just going off the fact that because again. With Boston, we go through too many injuries. You're only going to probably get Jaylen Brown for a good 40 games. So that, depending on when we lose him, that's probably going to be a big thing. Al Horford can't play every night. He didn't even play the last couple of games. So that's going to determine. And again, all these teams that I have above some of these older teams, they're young and they don't really get hurt that often. The only reason why I say Trey, because Trey has notorious track record of being hurt every year. Mm-hmm. And he makes the Hawks go. And you don't have veterans
he is their offense. Yeah,
and you don't have a veteran like Rondo playing backup this year either, which I think people forget. He had a lot of veteran guards and stuff that was there last year. So when he was out, they were still able to win those games. Mm-hmm. Where he don't have that this year. That's why I have them dropping a little bit. So
like I said,
bro, there's a method to my madness, bro. But listen, you at least I ain't say nothing crazy. I got Chicago at number 1. Come on. I had some logic behind that. Come on, bro. You better. I'm better than that. But and again, like I said, he just has a track record of always getting hurt. We'll readdress it by All-Star break because I'll probably be completely wrong at that point. But hey,
yeah, facts.
But listen, I die on my hill proudly, proudly. Oh man, and then we'll do the West probably next episode to be honest, because I want to talk trash. Cause I got your Nuggets in the play-in tournament.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the West next.
Bro, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do your Nuggets like that. I'm not that dumb. I'm not that dumb. Oh, that Jamal Murray goes out between now and the next episode, then or you lose Jokic. Then I'm like, well, yeah. Sorry, I'll take it. Knock on wood, I'll take that back.
Yeah, knock on some wood for us.
Right, I'll take that back. Bro, you already know what time is. Our last segment. barbershop hot takes. We really ain't had no segments. We just kind of been going, but it's all good.
We just going.
We'll get back to the old segmented stuff when we feel like it. I like this free flowing stuff. Bro, hey, listen, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't gotta watch it. Listen, somebody in the Philippines gonna watch this at night. Be like, barbershop hot take. Let's do NBA edition because obviously NBA is starting. I'm gonna let you go first. I gotta think of a wild one because clearly, I mean, I already know which one I'm gonna say, but I might give you two just because I feel like I'm gonna say the same thing I said last year, probably, but it's cool.
I'm trying not to be biased here.
You be biased? Why not?
But Joker's gonna win MVP again.
That's whack. That is biased.
Joker's winning back-to-back MVPs. I think that this is the year. It's people really disrespected him last year by saying he won only because people were hurt. This and the third, when in reality he was the best player in the NBA. Period. During the regular season, best player in the NBA. And I need them to put some respect on this man's name. It was during COVID, people didn't really pay attention, don't really understand how good he is. Like the stuff that he's doing at a center position should not be possible. The passes that he makes should not be possible. He averages 7 assists a game, 8 assists a game as a center, which is more than some point guards. Like people need to realize, like Joker is like that. He might look goofy, he might look like a janitor, but he's gonna cook your favorite NBA player.
He might look like a janitor.
Bro, he's gonna cook your favorite NBA player. There is not one man in the league that can guard him. Joel Embiid included, Rudy Gobert included, because he dropped 50 on them. So, it's gonna be between him and Giannis again. I think, like I said, I think Joker's gonna win it though.
I mean, he messed up my hot take from last year. I said Joel Embiid was gonna make it. And I was close. Though. He was in the running. Like
there was 1 and 2. There was 1 and 2 a little bit.
That's what I was saying. Like I was close. Y'all thought I was crazy when I kept saying that. Antonio thought I was just making him mad to make him mad. I partly was, but but it wasn't all fully malicious. It was just like, hey, he's a great center. Like in the centers,
he's very good. Yep.
The centers are trying to bring that position back. Like the big men make some noise for the big fellas. Like they putting in work.
We've learned throughout the years, as much as the NBA is trying, not trying, but we've seen a trend where it's more guard central. But the teams that are winning all have a great big man. Every single team that's winning has a great big man.
Yep.
Giannis, big man. The Lakers have 3 big men. The Nuggets have Joker. The Sixers have Joel Embiid. So,
and Andre Drummond.
We're not talking about him. Anyway,
listen.
It's gonna matter. It's all jokes aside.
It's gonna matter when you got a big man that can drop 20 when the other big man's sitting down.
Exactly.
Who in the East got another big man that could take him? That's the problem.
Nobody. Exactly. So again, like the league is gonna realize, like, yo, like we can't just throw away big men like we thought we would. Like they're still very, very, very necessary.
And that's why I'm going with my hot take. First of all, premature hot take, Melo Ball, All-Star 2020, 2021 to 2022, calling that. Y'all better vote him in this time. I had to burn some stuff down. But this is my real hot take. Just because of what you said, the New York Knicks will be in the Eastern Conference Finals this year.
Jesus. Because
their big man, Julius Randle, is a problem, bro. Remember, at one point, people were ready to throw him out the door, out the league.
He's a dog.
And this man has completely revitalized his career in New York. And they are now, like I said, they are looking like a team. Screw Evan Fournier for not doing all this when he was with Boston Celtics. But I think now they got all the pieces they need around him. And he is balling. Julius Randle is a problem. Yep. RJ Barrett is a problem. Like, if you can get a couple of healthy games from Kemba when you need it, and they get the right matchup, like, because don't forget, like last year, they gave the Hawks some problems.
Yeah, like, they did. it was a great series.
Yeah, like they gave the Hawks some problems, and I feel like they would have gave the same problems to every other team. So that's what I'm saying. Like, let's not forget. Like, they're gonna be a problem. New York Knicks.
Listen, as much as I hate the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau is a great coach, and in the playoffs you need defense. Simple as that. So Tom Thibodeau is your typical defensive coach.
And he got young guys who want to play. Yeah, he got young guys that want to play defense too, and that's the key. Tom Thibodeau always have those teams where like we want to play defense, but I always have like 2 or 3 stars that don't want to do that.
Yep.
He has the whole team invested. They taste the playoffs last year. That's why they're playing so hard.
Yep.
So y'all, all right, Jalen hot take. New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference. Don't say it, Lord. Don't listen. Barring no injuries, no major injuries, but if they in the Eastern Conference Finals, I'll be right here. Be like, I told y'all so. I told y'all so.
It's not what happens, but hey.
Bro, you're such a hater, bro. Like,
as long as James Dolan is still there, I don't want the Knicks to succeed. If we keep in this stack,
fine.
That's another.
I didn't say they.
Go ahead.
Loophole to my hot take. I ain't say they were gonna win the Eastern Conference Final. I just said they were gonna make the Eastern Conference. Like, I ain't listen. They still in our division, and I'm still a Celtics fan, boy. Biased.
Celtics fan first, yeah.
Celtics fan first, baby. I don't want them to win. Plus, all the people I know who are New York Knicks fans, I can't take them for a whole year. They can make the Eastern Conference Final. I'm be like, I ain't never won. Still ain't got no ring.
That was the first time they've been there in 10 years, just about, since Vela was there. So
I would say though, it would be dope if the Eastern Conference Finals was the Nets and the Knicks. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be tough. We do need a playoff series between them, if any. We just need one. It don't matter when.
Like the Battle of New York, that would be kind of dope.
The Battle of the Boroughs.
Yeah, that should be dope. That would be like the NBA like marketing team dream. They'd be like, yes.
Oh, yeah. They be.
Oh yeah, them tickets about to be $600 for the nosebleeds. Bro, I mean, I ain't going. I'm watching for free right at my house on TNT. Where Ernie, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles. Like I'll catch y'all when the commercial break is done. You know what I mean? Y'all go ahead and be out there, man, for me. But listen, y'all, please go like, subscribe. Follow us on social media. Go follow this guy. He's sometimes funny if he ain't trying to be a hot boy on vacation and stuff. Join us next time for our next episode, and we out.
Chip on my shoulder turned to the size of a boulder. Hard cold now, Viking like I play Minnesota. Secure the bag like the ball, it ain't no turning it over. I'm all gas, no brakes, ain't no pulling me over. The way I'm switching up the flows, yeah, they call it bipolar. If I had one more chance, girl, I wish I could hold you. Give you everything I said and do all that I told you, but you can't look me